teaching how to work up this new flower edging coaster. A few years ago, I taught this flower edging worked in rows. I decided to figure out a sample of how to work the edging in the round. I will teach you today how to make the coaster, and I would like to invite you to my Patreon. I have started to use this stitch in a mandala afghan design I would like to grow with a community. There will be a lot of extra goodies and freebies throughout the year for my patrons. If you are interested, check out my Patreon link in the description below the video. If you're looking for the pattern and the chart for this pattern, it can be found on my Patreon. For today's project, you're going to need 2 colors in a DK double knit yarn, and I am using a US G6 4.00 millimeter hook. My colors, I have a baby green and I have a white sparkle. Getting started on our first round of work, I'm using that green color, and we're going to start with a magic ring. If you don't know how to do the magic ring, you can start with a slip stitch and a chain 4. I myself will be working a chain 4. That's going to count as our beginning double crochet, the first 3 chains, and our chain 1. Now we have a repeat that we need to do a total of 11 times, which is to work a double crochet in our ring, and then chain 1. So that's the little repeat. I've done it once. I need to do it a total of 11 times. So double crochet, chain 1. That's 2, 3, 4,
5, 6, and then 7, 8, 9, 10, and then
11. You can tighten your ring. You should have a total of 12 double crochets and 12 chains. We can join with a slip stitch to our beginning double crochet, which is the 3rd chain of that beginning chain 4, and that completes the first round of work. We're going to have to tighten that center piece. I can't do it on camera here. Getting started on the second round of work, slip stitch in the next chain space, and then we are going to work a chain 3. 1, 2, 3. That's going to count as our beginning double crochet, and then we're going to double crochet in that same chain space. Chain 1. Now we have a repeat that we need to do a total of 11 times, which is to work 2 double crochet in the next chain space. So there's 1, and then 2, chain 1. So that's the little repeat. I've done it once. We need to do it 10 more times. Work 2 double crochets in the next chain space. There's 1, 2, and then chain 1. So I've done that twice. Do it a total of 11 times, and I'll meet you when you're done. I'm just finishing off my last repeat with a chain, and then we're going to join with a slip stitch to that beginning double crochet, and that completes this round of work. Getting started on the 3rd round of work, we're going to slip stitch in the next double crochet, slip stitch in the chain space, and then we're going to work a chain 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the first 3 chains are going to count as our beginning double crochet, and the next 3 chains are the chain 3. We have a repeat we need to do a total of 11 times, which is to work a double crochet in the next chain space, and then chain 3. 1, 2, 3. So I've done that once. I'll show you again. The repeat is to work a double crochet in the next chain space and then chain 3. 1, 2, 3. I've done that twice. Do it a total of 11 times and I will meet you when you're done. I just finished my last repeat. To finish off, we're going to join with a slip stitch to our beginning double crochet, which was the 3rd chain, 1, 2, 3, of that beginning chain 6. And that completes this round of work. We can fasten off the green. Before getting started for the next round, I bring through my tail to the back and I sew it down in to the beginning tail and tie them together. I'm not going to do that right now. I'm just going to get started on the next round. Getting started on round 4, you can start in any of the double crochets from the last round, and I'm going to be using my white sparkle now. Insert your hook into one of the double crochets and draw up a loop. We're going to chain 3, 1, 2, and then 3. Put that tail aside. We're going to slip stitch in the next double crochet, chain 2, 1, 2, and then we're going to turn our work and look at the wrong side. Now that chain 3 space that we just made, we're going to work 5 double crochets in there. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Now we're going to turn our work and look at the right side again. Now that double crochet that we're lined up with here that we started in that crochet, we're going to work a front post double crochet 5 times. So I'm going to yarn over and then we're putting our hook in under this way. Now I would like to turn the work so that it's easier to work the stitch, and we're working a double crochet. So that's my first one. We can continue working 4 more around the post of that stitch easily in this position. So there's 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Now fix your work so you're looking at it from the front. That chain 3 space, the first one that we made, insert your hook in there and work a slip stitch. So that is our first flower, and that's the repeat. I will show you the repeat again. We're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, slip stitch in the next double crochet, chain 2, 1, 2, turn your work so you're looking at the wrong side. In that chain 3 that you just made, work 5 double crochets. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1 more for 5. We're going to turn our work, looking at the right side of our work, where we started in the double crochet. We're going to work 5 front post double crochets. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1 more for 5. We're going to fix our work, and we are looking at the right side. Insert your hook into the last chain 3 space that we made and work a slip stitch. So that's the repeat. I've done it twice. I'm just going to do it one more. Chain 3, slip stitch in the next double crochet, chain 2, turn your work, work 5 double crochet in that last chain 3 you made, now we're going to turn our work and look at the right side in that double crochet that we started in, working a front post double crochet 5 times. Looking at your work, insert your hook into that chain 3 that you originally made and work a slip stitch. So I've done the repeat 3 times. We need to do it a total of 12 times, and I'll meet you when you're done. I'm working on my last repeat here. I've done my chain 3. Now we need to slip stitch in the next double crochet, and it's going to have your beginning flower in there. Work that chain 2 and continue working your flower.
Now 3, 4, and then
5, looking at the right side of our work, working in that last double crochet, 5 front post double crochets.
there's 2, 3, 4, and then
5. Alright, so looking at our chain 3, we're working the slip stitch in there. And then for this round, you can fasten off this yarn, draw it up, and then stick your hook in that double crochet from the back and pull that yarn through to the back, and you can tie it to the beginning tail, and that completes the coaster. For more crochet patterns and tutorials, find me on Patreon as Dearest Debbie.